Hi, my name is Sujin, and I've been practicing Taekwondo for over a decade. I know, it's a long time, but trust me, every bit of it was worth it. Right now, I'm actually testing for my 3rd degree black belt, and as part of my testing requirements, I have to come up with a black belt project that shows why Taekwondo is important and the positive effects it can have. So I thought, why not make a YouTube video about it? And here we are. So get your snacks, get comfortable, and get ready for my experience with a decade of Taekwondo. So first, let's start with the basics. What is Taekwondo? Taekwondo is a type of martial art that originated in the 1940s and 1950s in South Korea. In its beginnings though, it wasn't actually one unified fighting style. Instead, martial arts schools in Korea practiced their own fighting styles, and eventually all these fighting styles were blended into one unified Korean martial art. Originally though, this fighting style was called Tae Kwon Do or Tae Sudo, until the South Korean president agreed on the name Tae Kwon Do. Tae meaning to stomp, Kwon meaning fist, and Do meaning way or discipline. Then, in 1959, the Korean Taekwondo Association was established to facilitate the unification of these fighting styles. Additionally, since 2000, Taekwondo has been one of 2 Asian martial arts to be included in the Olympic Games, meaning not only is Taekwondo a martial art, but it's also a sport. Man, I wish I'd known that when I had to fill out those getting to know you worksheets in elementary school. Okay, now that the history lesson is over, let's get to the more cool stuff. What do you do in Taekwondo? Well, while other martial arts focus on strikes and quick hand movements such as karate, Taekwondo focuses on kicking. And while you might think kicking is pretty basic, trust me, with Taekwondo it can go from simple to complex real quick. Specifically, Taekwondo focuses on jumping kicks, spinning kicks, fast kicks, and head height kicks. In other words, they're really effective against people. But along with these kicking techniques, Taekwondo also emphasizes self-defense, since it was designed as a combative martial art. So in addition to these kicking techniques, Taekwondo also has a lot of strikes and blocks, which are used in self-defense. And these strikes, blocks, and kicks are incorporated in patterns of moves known as forms. For more information on what Taekwondo is, I'd highly recommend checking out teamusa.org/USA-Taekwondo. Okay, enough background. Let's get to my stuff. I started doing Taekwondo way back in 2010 at a school called Lee Brothers Martial Arts in Raleigh. I actually first went to this school for summer camp after kindergarten, and 6-year-old me was thinking this would just be a summer-long thing. Oh boy, was he wrong. Anyways, after doing classes there during the summer camps, I actually realized that Taekwondo was really fun, and then I decided to continue doing it. Over the next few years, I worked really hard to get through all my color belts so I could eventually get that coveted black belt. And you might be wondering, hey Sujin, how many belts did it take you to get your black belt? Well, the answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it took a while. But then the time finally came. December of 2013, I finally tested for my 1st degree black belt. And then February of 2014, I got it. In those 3 months though, I was actually invited to join my school's demonstration team, aka demo team, which is something I really wanted to happen since I was a white belt. And if you don't know what a demo team does, pretty much we perform a lot of cool Taekwondo kicks, forms, and weapons to show off our school and show off what Taekwondo is all about. So kind of like what I'm doing with this video, except flashier. Speaking of weapons, at Lee Brothers, once you became a 1st degree black belt, you'd actually receive 2 pairs of nunchucks, and you'd practice with those to perform your 2nd degree black belt test. And not trying to boast or anything, but I became pretty good with nunchucks. Here's a clip from my 2nd degree black belt test. I guess I kind of spoiled it there, but after testing for my 1st degree black belt, 2 years later in April of 2016, I tested for my 2nd degree black belt. This one was an actual full black belt because I was a big kid now. Unfortunately though, during 2014, I actually moved out of Raleigh to Apex, and because of that, my family and I felt that it'd be best to switch Taekwondo schools because of how far away Lee Brothers was. And this was really tough because Lee Brothers is where I started my Taekwondo journey. And along that journey, I made so many friends, worked with so many instructors and masters, and it was like my home away from home. But alas, after 6 amazing years, I left Lee Brothers in search for a closer place to practice Taekwondo. Fast forward a couple years and we get to the start of 2018 when I joined White Tiger Taekwondo and Martial Arts in Cary. This is where I'm currently practicing Taekwondo. Here I made a lot of new friends, worked with lots of new instructors and masters, and even joined a new amazing demo team. Of course, at first the shift was a little rough, but eventually White Tiger molded me into an even better Taekwondo student than I already was. And so for these past 3 years, I've been working harder than ever before preparing to test for my 3rd degree black belt, and that brings us to the present. In a few weeks I'll actually be testing for my 3rd degree black belt, and if all goes well, I'll officially become a 3rd degree in May of 2021. Yay me. So now you may be thinking, that was a great story and all, but so what? Well, here's the so what. Like all sports, Taekwondo has helped me develop some very important skills. From a physical point of view, I learned about balance and body coordination, become more flexible, increase my stamina, and best of all, I learned how to do this. But along with this, I've developed some non-physical skills as well. From the very first day itself, I started developing one of the most important things any individual can have: discipline. In Taekwondo, you learn to respect and listen to your instructors and seniors, because without doing so, you can't really progress as a student of Taekwondo. In class, we learn to always address our seniors with yes sir and yes ma'am, regardless of the situation. And we learn to focus our entire body on the task at hand and never get distracted for any reason. And learning this sort of discipline over and over is really what I think made me who I am today. If I've learned anything from practicing Taekwondo these past 10 years, it's that it isn't just a sport or a martial art. It's a way of life. I'm sorry if that sounded cheesy, but it's true. So if you're ever in the market for a new activity to do, give Taekwondo a try. You'll learn how to defend yourself, expand your athletic abilities, and become an even better person than you already are. Taekwondo has made me a stronger person, and without it, I honestly wouldn't be who I am today. So thank you for staying till the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed hearing about my Taekwondo journey, and maybe some of you will start your own as well. If you like this video, please consider sharing it around. It would really help me out with my black belt project. Anyways, that's that. And as we say in Korean, 감사합니다.